Namaskaram girls. Next we are going to the lesson Social and Religious Reform Movement in the 19th century. So they are doing the movement which reforms the society and in the religious. What they are following, the customs, that and all they are going to do in the movement. So the reform movement is divided into two: reformist movement, revivalist movement. Reformist movement, that is, they want to change the fundamental system and the structure of the society through the gradual changes in the society. Example for that, Brahma Samaj, Pratna Samaj, Aligarh movement. When you come for revivalist, they want to revive former customs and practice. That is what they are following, the customs they are going to just to modify. For example for that, Arya Samaj, Ramakrishna Mission, Deoband movement. So early reform movement in Bengal. So first one we can see of the Rajaram Mohan Rai and Brahma Samaj. Rajaram Mohan Rai was born in 1772 and his period end is 1833. He was a reform which was influenced by the Western ideas to initiate the reforms. So from the Western sides means here the British has asked to start to follow. That is the Western ideas. So he was a great scholar. He knows the language of Sanskrit, Arabic, Persian and English, but his mother tongue was Bengali. He got the knowledge and he opposed the religious ceremonies, all this one he didn't like. So he was a pernicious social customs. He wanted to preserve that with the past. But in a religious or philosophical, he was deeply influenced by monotheism, anti-idolatry. Anti-idolatry means that is idol worship was not liked by him. Okay, this is the one. He was he interpretations of Upanishads. He preached monotheism, worship of one God. Monotheism means worship of one God. And whatever the customs we are following is sati, child marriage, polygamy. Sati means that is once the husband died, the wife have to, that is in the funeral function, the wife have to push it in the funeral function. That is a sati. Child marriage, when the child is 5 years or 4 years, they are doing the marriage. This was prevailing in the society. So these customs were following in the society. So he was against these customs also, and he raised many government laws and all. So he worked hard to bring up the laws to stop all these. When polygamy means marrying more than one lady, that is a polygamy. Widow remarriage, he want to do the widow remarriage. So he opposed to all. He appealed to reason and humanity, compassion of the people. Compassion means yarakam. So all these one he has made a performance to the reform movement, and with the help of William Bentinck. Can you hear this name, William Bentinck? Yes, he was a Governor General of the British government. So Rajaram Mohan, he not like to this dominating the woman, which was there in the society by the men. He doesn't like that. So he strongly advocated the education for women. He gave full support for the introduction of the English language and the Western science in schools and colleges. Rajaram Mohan Rai founded the Brahma Samaj on 20th August 1828, he opened a temple in Calcutta where there is no image. He laid down no religion should be in the society. The Samaj forbade the idol worship, meaningless religious rites, ceremonies and all they were against. From the beginning they appealed to the Brahma Samaj, limited intellectuals. This was enlightened the Bengalis. So this is about the Rajaram Mohan Rai. Namaskaram girls. So last lesson we saw about the Second World War after what has happened in the world. Okay, this and all 4 lessons we have completed the whole world. Now we are going to see in the 19th century in our country. Okay, so 19th century, when I say 19th century, we are under the British control. Am I correct? So 18th century and 19th century we are under the British control. So the British ruling here at the time, they started to implement the Western education, Western cultures in our country through them. Okay, so that was the impact has taken in our country. So due to that, the people who are in our country want to change the society. Okay, in what manner they might have changed means like taking the movement. So the lesson, social and religious reform movement in the 19th century. Okay, so that this one, because of the Western culture and the Christianity had its effect in other spreading over the country. So this is the one. At this time, some middle class was educated, middle class has formed. They were in the political session. They want to change the reforms. Okay. So when you come the reform movement, this is categorized into 2. Reformist movement and revivalist movement. Reformist, I think you might have studied in the 9th standard, Reformation. Can you remember that one? So in the world you might have studied in the 9th standard. Now in our India, the movement is done by the Indian people with the help of the British or with the group of people to change. Okay, we will go to the reformist movement. They want to change the fundamental system and the structures of the society through gradual changes. That is a reformist movement. For that example, Brahma Samaj, Pratna Samaj, Aligarh movement. Okay, when you come for revivalist movement, they want to change just to former customs and practice. So they are reviving means taking another steps for the customs. Customs means what we are following from the olden days, what we are practicing from the olden days. So for that example, Arya Samaj, Ramakrishna Mission, Deoband movement. So these are the one of the reform movement. So they are taking the challenge to operations for the social structure, like the persons Jyotiba Phule, Narayana Guru and Ramalinga Adigal, Ayodhidasar. All these people, they have changed the society, social structure by these people they are not doing the movement with their preachings, everything. Okay girls, now we will see the next one, that is the early reforms in Bengal. So the movement in Bengal, which was started by the Rajaram Mohan Rai, who was born in 1772 and he was died in 1833. The Western ideas to initiate the reforms was taken by the Rajaram Mohan Rai. So apart from his knowledge, he was well versed in the Sanskrit, Arabic, Persia, English, but his mother tongue was Bengali, not Bengal, Bengali. Okay. So from that one, he was start to oppose the religious ceremonies, all whatever the social customs he doesn't like, but he want to preserve the philosophical. So he deeply involved in to make the people for the monotheism. Monotheism means that is praying to only one God. Okay, you might have pray to Sivan, Lord Vishnu, Murugan, like that. Some will pray only for the Vishnu or Siva or Muruga. Can you understand the monotheism? And he was very against the anti-idolatry. Anti-idolatry means that is the statues of the god should not be there. So he argued with the Upanishads. So interpretation of the Upanishads, he said that monotheism have to follow in the Hindu customs. Okay. Apart from this, there was a prevailing customs of sati, child marriage, polygamy. He started to publish and petition to the government to take action against this. Okay. And he asked the widow to remarry. Remarry means again, he wanted polygamy to put to an end. Polygamy, marrying more than one person. So humanity has to be there, compassion of the people has to be there. His main motive was there. But he gave the key role with the help of the William Bentinck. I think you might have studied in the 8th standard. William Bentinck, he was a Governor General of the British ruling in India. So he is also want to involve to remove this all customs prevailing in the society. Rajaram Mohan Rai, he is condemned the subjugation of women. So women have to give the priority. So there should not be any inferior complex with the comparing with the men. So want to give the education for the women. He gives the full support for introduction of English language, Western sciences in schools and colleges. So he gave the full support to the British. So Rajaram Mohan Rai founded Brahma Samaj on 20th August 1828. He opened a temple in Calcutta. There was no image in the temple, no religion. All can come and worship the temple. So because of their anti-adultery. Adultery means that is they should not like the idol images to worship. Okay. So this is a situation. This Brahma Samaj has enlightened the Bengalis. But it failed to attract the people from the lower section of the society. So Bengalis started to accept this Brahma Samaj, but lower section people not accepting this because its impact on the culture of modern Bengal and its middle class was quite significant. It's very important. Okay, girls. So Rajaram Mohan Rai have taken many steps to eradicate. After the death of Rajaram Mohan Rai, Maharishi Debendranath Tagore has taken the power of the Brahma Samaj. His period is after the 1833 and his period is 1817 to 1905. And he has given the 4 articles. He was the father of the Rabindranath Tagore 4 articles he was mentioning about that. Following one supreme God, one who has created, that only is the supreme one. Second one, God, truth, infinite wisdom, goodness, power, eternal love, omnipresent, the one without second. So all this God, truth, everything has to be followed. Then our salvation. Salvation means moksham. Already you might have studied in the 9th standard, intellectual awakening, Buddhism, Jainism, Confucianism. Isn't it, girls? Salvation. Salvation was depend on the belief, according to their worship, according to their salvation will attain. Next, last one, belief. Belief, that is loving others, doing good for the others. That this was given by the Maharishi Devendranath Tagore. Next, Keshav Chandra Vidyasagar. Keshav Chandra Vidyasagar, after Devendranath, his younger colleagues in the Sabha had a rapid changes. So his period is 1838 to 1886. He joined this movement in 1857. After that, in 1866, there was a split in the Brahma Samaj. Keshav Chandra left the Samaj and founded a new organization, Devendranath Organization. After that, it is called as the Adi Brahma Samaj. First it was called as a Devendranath Organization. Later it called as Adi Brahma Samaj. His daughter, 14 years old, he gave married to the Indian prince. So this is a controversy. Controversy means the child marriage. The Brahma Samaj is against the child marriage, but he himself makes his daughter to get married at the age of 14, so that many people doesn't like that. So they started to left the Brahma Samaj and started a Sadharan Samaj. Sadharan Samaj, which was started by the opponents for the Keshav Chandra Vidyasagar. So next person, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. His period is 1820 to 1891. While Rajaram Mohan Rai other was looked at rationalist ideas to reform the society, but he argued that Hindu scriptures were progressive. He provided the evidence from the scriptures that there was no sanction for the burning of widows. Engime sanction, that is evidence edume kadayadu அப்படிங்கிறது. He is stressing that burning of widows or prohibition of remarriage of widows. திருப்பி மேரேஜ் பண்றதுங்கிறது எவிடன்ஸ்ல கிடையாது. He is proving. And he wrote a number of polemical tracts. Find the meaning for polemical tracts. And he was a pioneer for modern Bengal. So he played a leading role to protect the educating the girls and help them in setting up a number of schools. He dedicated his whole life for the betterment of the child widow of the Hindu society. The movement which was started by him was the Widow Remarriage Reform Act of 1856. This act made the improvement to the lot of child widows and saved them from the widowhood. And all the credit goes to Vidyasagar because of the first penal code. This was in the Indian Penal Code. He only credit. His credit was there. This was enacted in 1860 Indian Penal Code. So then the age of marriage, they were fixing 10 years in the year 1891 and 1925. This was raised to 12 years. Okay. 10 years and the 12 years. 1891 is 10 years. 1925 for the marriage age is 12 years. Okay. And he has given the age of consent committee 1929. The law remained on paper and the knowledge was confined to the knowledge, judges, lawyers and few educated. So he is spreading out. Okay, next Pratna Samaj. Pratna Samaj, this was taken place in the Maharashtra region. So all this till now we have seen in Bengal. This was taken place in the Maharashtra region. This movement is similar to the Brahma Samaj. It was founded in Bombay in 1867. The founder for this, Dr. Atmaram Pandurangan. The period for him is 1825 to 1898. The two distinguished members of the Samaj were R.C. Bandarkar and M.G. Ranade, Mahadev Govinda Ranade. They do the activities by intercaste dining, intercaste marriage, widow remarriage and the improvement of women and depressed classes. Okay, depressed class means lower section of the society. And these two people were the leaders for the Pratna Samaj. First, but the founder was the Dr. Atmaram Pandurang. Ranade, 1842 to 1901, he was a founder for the Widow Remarriage Association, which was founded in the 1861, and the Pune Sarvajanik Sabha, that was founded in 1870, and the Deccan Education Society, which was founded in 1884. These all founded by the Pratna Samaj. So still now we have seen the reformist movement. Reformist movement, I gave the example for that. Pratna Samaj, Brahma Samaj, Pratna Samaj, Aligarh movement, isn't it, girls? So Pratna Samaj also we saw, Brahma Samaj also we saw. Next, revivalist movement. What are the example for the revivalist movement? Yes, Arya Samaj, Ramakrishna Mission, Deoband movement. So next session we will see the revivalism. Still now we saw about the reformist movement. Okay, girls. So read the lesson, girls. The upcoming exams will come. So study well, girls. Thank you, girls.